Hi, and welcome back to The Other Side, your favorite podcast about new controversial topics. Since time began, nature has produced weird and wonderful creatures, and we call it evolution. But human being can do the same. One of the first steps in modification of the food is the selective breeding. It is possible to do, not just in animals, but also in plants. Selective breeding is just the first tool in our desire to control the natural world. But it still takes generations to accomplish, and is quite impressive. We have been genetically manipulating fruits and vegetables for thousands of years. For example, take a carrot. It is crispy, juicy, and of course, orange. But until about 300 years ago, those carrots used to look small, white, and insipid. Even hundreds of years ago, potatoes were poisonous to us. However, the big breakthrough really came when the scientists could identify individual genes. Not only that, they developed the technology to extract those specific genes. Now we don't have the uncertainty about the results. All this was changed by transgenics. But what is transgenics? Well, transgenics is the process used by scientists to introduce a gene from one animal to another. These genes are called transgenes, although it also is called GMOs, genetically modified organisms. But while the molecular sequence is modified, it will be a transgenic. Nevertheless, are these modern-day Frankenstein's monsters? Or could they transform our life in the world for the better? Transgenic food has the potential to change agriculture, putting certain vitamins and minerals in normal food, which bring better health and further eradicate world hunger. More quality meat and healthy vegetable. More, all of this cheaper. Also, transgenics benefits not only in our daily life, but also the environment, being the best tool farmer to have to protect and preserve water, air, and land. Even transgenic food is able to reduce the impact of climate change. The technology helps farmers grow more food using less input like pesticides and land. Reduce pesticide application by more than 8% and increase crop yields by 22%. This increased yield means farmers keep 48 million of acres of land from agricultural production, decreasing the potential deforestation and harm to the ecosystems. There are two of the most important cases of transgenics. One is the golden rice. Golden rice was developed to help combat vitamin A deficiency problems in developing countries, where diets are low in food containing vitamin A, causing health problems in children. In contrast, with animal, it has been quite different. We can find the case of the Belgian blue. This cow was genetically modified to have the double of muscles and the double of the size. Its height is bigger than the other cows. Nevertheless, those genetically modified were made to sell more meat to a higher price. It doesn't mean that it is a waste of time. Indeed, it's very good to economics. Nevertheless, the goals are different. But life is not pink. Transgenics doesn't mean a panacea for the war hunger or the climate change. In fact, we waste 1/3 of food for intake. War hunger is not an issue of better food. It is about infrastructure and logistics of every single country. One part of the problem with transgenics is not transgenics by itself, but the industrial farming system behind them. Monsanto seeds is resistant to glyphosate. That means that the farmer can indiscriminately spray it over fields, contaminating the earth and water. Furthermore, companies like Bayer patent and restrict seed saving. This means that not only are the seeds more expensive because one company has monopoly of them, but also once a farmer has bought seeds, they are not allowed to practice seed saving to cut costs in the next year. That affects everything. First, the farmer, because he has to spend a lot of more money buying seeds, but also the production and monopolizing of the seeds is a big problem. But the other part of the problem with transgenics is the bioethics. A short definition of bioethics could be the area dealing with the ethical issues in the field of medicine or any other biological studies. Transgenics are known to produce several compounds, among which a few can be toxic or allergenic. In short, we can not ensure that these trace compounds will not harm us in the future, as there are several hidden risks attached to this. Here is no fixed solution for this, but yes, there are few regulatory bodies which glance at the various activities in the field of biotechnology. We have a last problem. In the case of transgenic organisms, a major bioethical issue is freedom of choice. Yet, this problem is arising, such as the ethic of interfering with the nature and the effect of transgenic organisms on the environment. Is fair to experiment with animals? Could be the same if we experiment with humans? For those questions, many people support that it is a human being's plan to be God. Other people say that it is just science to improve our way to life. But it is a fact that we don't know the future consequence that it could bring to us. In conclusion, transgenics is just a tool, as the millions of tools that humankind has created over the century, depend on us how it must be used and how it will affect to each one of us. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.